At his absolute peak, his personal fortune sat at an estimated $20 billion. People looked at Sam Bankman-Fried and saw the future of global finance. Investors poured enormous sums into his cryptocurrency exchange, FTX. The company became so flush with cash that it secured the naming rights to sprawling professional sports arenas. Then, in November of 2022, that entire empire vanished. Customer accounts were completely hollowed out, with billions of dollars simply missing. The billionaire executive suddenly faced years in federal prison. To understand how a collapse of this magnitude actually happens, we have to look past the celebrity endorsements and the magazine covers. We need to examine a fatal structural flaw hardwired into the exchange from day one. This image shows a typical trading screen listing major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. When Sam launched FTX in 2019, the pitch was exactly this: a neutral, reliable platform where everyday people could buy, sell, and safely store those digital assets. But sitting right next to the public exchange was another company called Alameda Research. It was a private trading firm, and Sam controlled it entirely. When customers deposited money into FTX, it didn't stay in a secure vault. A hidden pipeline routed those funds directly out the back door into Alameda's accounts. Billions of retail deposits drained from the exchange to feed the private firm. FTX functioned as a massive, non-consensual piggy bank for a separate shadow entity. Once Alameda had the money, they used it to make massive, highly risky financial bets across the crypto market. While he was smiling in profile interviews and pitching stability to regulators, he was secretly risking his users' life savings on highly volatile trades. For years, the sheer volume of new money rushing in to cover the platform's daily operations masked the growing financial hole. The breaking point hit when independent reports began surfacing that detailed the messy financial ties between the two companies. Almost instantly, public confidence evaporated. Panicked customers realized the danger, immediately rushed the platform, all trying to withdraw their deposits at the exact same time. But when they hit the withdraw button, the system locked up. The cash they thought was sitting safely in their accounts simply wasn't there. A bank run rarely creates a shortage of money out of thin air. Instead, it forces a brutal mathematical stress test that exposes a deficit that had been hidden there all along. The aftermath was absolute. Within days, FTX collapsed completely, permanently wiping out what had been one of the largest financial exchanges on the planet. Sam Bankman-Fried traded his executive suite for a sterile courtroom, sitting as an arrested defendant. A jury evaluated the missing billions and the hidden pipelines, eventually finding him guilty of massive financial fraud and related crimes. The executive who promised to build a more transparent, efficient global market had ultimately lost every penny of his wealth and his freedom. It stands as a stark warning for modern investors. Astronomical valuations and intense cultural hype do not guarantee structural integrity. Monumental success can act as a powerful smokescreen for a long time. But in finance, the math must eventually balance out, and reality always catches up.